I need my bed.
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to another video. My name's Jordan, and in today's video we are going to go through a recent team session I held just at the weekend there with the whole of the Gainline team. Today's the whole of the Gainline team. It wasn't everybody, but it was amazing, and essentially what we did was we all got together and we tested a heavy single on squat, heavy single on bench, and a heavy single on cleans, power cleans or deadlifts. Good mix of people in. I had some really strong people here. I had some people that are very new to kind of power cleaning and things like that. But stay tuned to the end of the video where I'm going to share 3 of the biggest things that I learned from the past weekend that is something that you'll be able to apply in your own training and your own life. During the session there was a ton of highs, a ton of lows. I say a ton of lows, a few people missed the odd bench here and there. One of the biggest things that I got from that was just the buzz of being around so many people after the same thing. It's class. You can't beat the energy in that room. So after we got warm, actually what we did was we spent a bit of time at the bottom of the squat warming that up, and then we built a heavy single on squats. For some people they're kind of in the middle of the program right now, so it was a good testing point to find out where they're at. And then for others it was kind of lined right in time for a kind of peak or a test. So the session was really well suited for a lot of folk. Here are some highlights. Hopefully I managed to catch everybody hitting their kind of top-ish set. Katie and Hattie were on the camera. So with a one-armed Katie, she was running around trying to capture everybody's video whilst I was about. In hindsight, looking back, I wish I spent a little bit more time speaking into the camera as well, and essentially talking you through what was happening in the day. To be honest, I was just caught up in the whole thing and I was actually just enjoying it. I jumped in for a wee bit of bench press, couldn't be bothered doing the other things. Anyway guys, watch the highlights, enjoy them, and then stick around. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video 3 of the biggest lessons that I learned from Saturday. Down the heavy one. Down the heavy one. Oh, it's Coach Drew. Is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Hey girl.
Say hi to YouTube.
Hi YouTube.
What's up YouTuber?
What's up YouTuber?
Get it angles.
Okay, we got a slow zoom in. There we go. Oh.
Content creator. To the crab. You get the bottom.
Hattie?
This is what we're working with behind the cam.
Waking up.
Is she sleeping? Huh?
Ready for your close-up?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Top 5. Come on.
You got any famous words for the camera?
Not really, no. I wish I was in Hattie's position, I would be asleep. Huh? It was like any famous one to the camera, but I wish I was in Hattie's position, I would be asleep. I need my bed. These guys make me work all day, every day. Gains.
It has to be gains. Let's go, Leah. Come on, tight.
Don't
wake it up.
Oh,
That's a PR. That's it. Easy.
That's the one.
Easy.
Say hello.
So hopefully you enjoyed the highlights of the team session there. I'm going to share 3 of the biggest lessons that I learned during the weekend. Number 1 is being in a room like that is infectious. Not with COVID or anything like that. What I mean is the energy that's in that type of room. When you've got that many people in there, all doing the same thing, all getting after it, loud music, sometimes nothing beats that environment. Quite a lot of the people train alone. For the most part, everybody there's online. And then when you're able to get everybody from the kind of corners and the gyms and stuff like that, and you can bring everybody together, not only do people make new friends, but they're gassing each other up, pushing each other. It's not lie, there's a little bit of competition there. If you've got somebody that's roughly the same strength levels as you, you're going to want to beat them. So being in that healthy competitive environment is something that's probably missing from your training. Number 2 is more of a technical thing. So you might have seen me talking to the group on the bench. It was after deck, just missed a 90 or 95 kilo bench. It happened a couple of times when people were failing heavy reps on bench press, and one of the things I've seen that when people fail bench, their foots or their feet start to leave the floor, they start to kind of switch off in the lower body, and then you lose all tension. Whereas what I was explaining to the group is what you should do is think about digging your feet into the floor, having your feet, bum, upper back, everything glued to the floor or bench. That way you're in a stronger position, a safer position, and you're going to be able to generate a little bit more energy into the bar. Now don't get me wrong, you're not going to PB your bench by 20 kilos by doing just that technique, but if it allows you to squeeze out that extra kilo or 2, it could be worth it when you're going for heavy weights. And the third one kind of echoes on the first one. Not only being around that environment, but if you currently train alone, is looking to train with a training partner or a small group type environment like that, frequently is going to be the thing that might be missing from your training. It's all well and good going to the gym yourself, doing it consistently and pushing yourself, but sometimes you don't actually know what your limits are until you're surrounded by like-minded individuals chasing after the same thing. So a good example of that was, I was tired, I was sore, I was fatigued, and a competitive person within me saw the boys benching heavy, and even though I didn't hit the squats or the power cleans, I managed to hit or tie my all-time best on bench press after a heavy training session beforehand, after all the work I'd done that week, in the middle of my training cycle when I've not even really been bench pressing that much. I've only really introduced it in the past couple of weeks, and still been able to hit my all-time PB. And the only reason that that was the case is because of the adrenaline and the atmosphere in that room. So sometimes you don't actually know where your true limits are until you have other people push. That could be a training partner, that could be a group, or that could be a coach. Speaking of which, I'm a really good one. That being said, if you want to find out more about what I do, how you can get involved in something like that, or more about any of my programs, there's links down below. Make sure to check me out on Instagram, Facebook, I don't really use Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and you can also check out the No Rep podcast as well. For MD that's following of the Gainline group program, or MD that follows the Gainline group program on Instagram, we recently with Drew, who just hit the 180 squat in the video. He's coming on board to help me out with coaching, and he's taking on 3 people for free for 8 weeks. So if you're looking to transform, if you're looking to transform your physique, level up your strength, and untap the potential you've got sitting there, lying in the depths of your own mind and body. I'm kidding on, I was running out of words to say there. If you want fucking mental gains, click the link again below. Now this is going to be applicable to the guys that watch this video as soon as it's up, because applications close on the 1st of September. Right now this video is going to be released on the 29th of August. Program starts on the 5th of September. So register your interest below and you might be one of the 3 people who are luckily picked for the free 8-week program. Anyway guys, that's all from me. Peace!